Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Death of the Outsider. Let's empty out a bank vault, huh? Seems like probably it'll be a lot of fun. Now we're definitely getting to the part of the bank where the spooky security devices are. That is bad news. If you're not familiar with these things, let's take a peek in here. This thing is going to electrocute us to death if we get anywhere near it. We have to find a way to turn it off, pull out the whale oil, or mess with the control panel or something before we can get in here. Unless we go around it, but they're effective over a pretty large area. And there's definitely no way we could get attuned to it. It'll give us a little bit of a hint when we're getting too close. I'm just going to test this a little bit. Okay. I was gonna say, maybe we can actually make it to those stairs. I wonder... Alright, this is probably gonna kill me. Oh, no, as long as we keep the, It might be that the solid lighting fixture that we're standing on is preventing this from zapping us. This one does seem to be effective over a much smaller area. Ooh, okay. Much smaller area than most of them that I've seen. Let's go back to foresight mode. Let's see, is this one plugged in this room? It is. Well, we may be able to... In fact, I bet we can use this place to just... Yeah, okay. That crumbling visage thing is a really cool effect. Let's just pull the whale oil. Okay. If we rewire it, I'm not sure if there's a way to just rewire it to not attack stuff, but usually what happens when you rewire it is you cause it to attack anybody who was attuned to it. And that would mean that that woman on the floor in there would get electrocuted immediately, and I really don't want to do that. I'm not into that. It would be really cool if we did this without killing anybody. I've been trying to do that the whole game. There have been some mishaps, maybe a misstep or two here or there, I'll admit, but for the most part, we're doing alright. Okay. So these security systems are going to probably just get more and more intense, and also, remember, murder robots. Almost without question, there will be tons of murder robots. And I can't imagine those guys were affected by the knockout gas. That's alright, we'll figure it out. Oh, I don't think I pickpocketed her. Just take that. Thank you. So let's not be in a big hurry to get where we're going. Let's have a little look around. Oh, okay, this is that security door that I couldn't open before. Okay. I know where we are now. You can get up here from the sewers directly? Okay. That might be a good escape route. And I do still, after we get out of here, want to try to find a way into the black market. But I suppose this would be a good time to focus. Let's just worry about the problem ahead of us.
That must be the vault. It's some kind of fancy elevator. A control room can move the vault into two places. I need to find a way to move that thing, one way or another.
That's a robot. Oh, ew. I see they've received some cosmetic quote-unquote upgrades since I saw them last. I think they're much more unsettling now with half a face. Okay. The good news is... first of all, quick save. The good news is they're none too bright. Alright, I'm going to rewire this to prevent the alarm from getting pulled. I don't know that that's necessarily a real issue. I don't know that the robot was going to pull the alarm, but... Oh. let's just take a quick look around here. So there's a wall of light preventing me from getting where I need to go, and it is plugged in over here. We really, really, really don't want to set off this sentinel. Also, man, that rewired alarm is really sparking loudly. Alright. It's possible that I'm being overly cautious here and that I could just be moving from pillar to pillar normally, but I'm nervous. Things are going like relatively well, and while I'm glad, it's also a tremendous burden. Oh, he's coming right over here. I'm just gonna chill out, let my magic regen. I'm not going anywhere. As far as I'm aware, they don't have any kind of like proximity sensors. I think we should be fine. Just nobody freak out. And mostly here I'm talking to myself. SB, don't freak out. That's a lot of big knives. Okay. Now, Jindosh's sentinels can see behind them, I believe. So you don't want to be directly in front of them or directly behind them. Okay, let's jump up here. There's a health elixir. That note might be meaningful. Dear Pilar, I'm delighted we could all get together and determine the source of these discrepancies. I've dismissed the clerk responsible for the errors in our master accounts and replaced him with Lorca Gomez, as you recommended. Apologies again for the misunderstanding. I trust there are no hard feelings. I happily anticipate working closely with you in the future. Okay, well, that's still not like... Okay. So there's a bunch of versions of this note. This guy trying to get it just right. Okay. Please bring your ledgers to my office. Esteban wishes to examine them. So yeah, there's some kind of, my guess would be scheme. There's some kind of scheme ongoing. For the third time, the records from your department show discrepancies with the master record accounts. Such sloppy work is unacceptable at Michael's Bank. These aren't different versions of the same note. These are 1, 3, and 5 in a sequence of correspondence, so we'll find 2 and 4 at the other person's place or something. Such sloppy work is unacceptable at Michael's Bank. If your accounting team can't properly reconcile the balances this month, then I'll assume that they're embezzling coin and deduct it from their wages. Yeah, some sort of scheme is afoot, and we do not yet have a full view of it, and probably it's not even hugely relevant to what's going on. I'm just very curious. Authorized personnel only. Okay, good. A nice solid wall between me and the death robot. Please reset the coin counter when the day's accounting is complete. It throws off our tallies if the counter is set high. That's not a great coin counting machine. There's not even anything really in here. I'm starting to wonder if maybe all of this banking intrigue stuff isn't going to end up amounting to something, though, because there is an awful lot of it. Alright, we're just gonna wait until this thing turns away, because I'm nervous. I do still feel like being able to see its position from all places at all times, and, you know, knowing where it's going and everything, is leeching a little bit of the tension out, but... Also, I would certainly die if I wasn't doing this, due to, you know, badness. So I suppose there's an argument to be made either way. Although I guess really, the real argument is, hey SB, get better. Oh hey, this is Esteban. Note to staff about Dr. Galvani. I'm sure you've noticed a pile of papers from Tivia. Well, we've received an inordinate amount of letters from Dr. Galvani about the security and contents of his lockbox. He's only had it for 2 months, but his correspondence is endless. I assured him in our last formal letter that our security is unmatched, but the man won't be swayed. Apparently he's been burgled twice before. Yeah, that was me both times. And can't stand the idea of it happening again. But then he clearly wrote that the combination has always been the most important date in his life. Why go around telling people that? Doesn't he know how easy that is to figure out? Yeah, that's how I did it. The man's been robbed over and over, and he still isn't taking this seriously. Anyway, if he writes to us again, just give him the standard form letter. There's nothing you can say that will make him feel at ease. His lockbox is as secure as everything else in this place. So, Dr. Galvani, in Dishonored 1, you break into his penthouse and rob him blind. And then in Dishonored 2, he has relocated to Karnaca because of the trauma of being robbed in Dunwall. And of course, you have the opportunity to re-burgle him. And yes, he did leave notes and journals scattered about, saying what the most important date of his life was, and then also saying that that was the combination to the safe. Because he's a video game character. Video game characters love to leave notes scattered about telling you how to get into their most prized possessions. Thank you. I will not steal your tart, though. That would be a bridge too far. So I wonder if the robot's going to notice the wall of light turning off. It totally might be programmed to recognize something like that, right? Recognize evidence of tampering. Oh, I don't have to turn the wall of light on. I'll just rewire it. It'll let us through. Although I suppose I'm a little concerned that this might get somebody killed. Not right this moment, but eventually somebody who's actually allowed to walk through that wall of light is going to try to walk through it and is going to have a really bad time. But I'm really concerned that just turning it off would probably alert the robot, so we'll do it this way. We'll do it this way, and sorry, whoever it is that figures this out. To be fair, if they were trying to make it... part of the reason we need to do this marking people thing, is that you really can't lean around corners and look at people or anything because awareness is extremely high. Oh, get back on the railing. There we go. Okay, let's break line of sight and then figure out where we're going. If you could peek around corners and look at people for more than 1/10 of a second without them seeing you and coming over to check it out, I probably wouldn't need to... Oh, man. I probably wouldn't need to mark them, but, you know, I put the game on the highest difficulty, and, surprise, that made the game difficult. So, is there a mechanism for fiddling with this down here, or am I going to have to, like, go upstairs and solve the problem? Also, real quick, let's just look around, make sure there's nothing to steal. So let's have a look. Okay, there's another clockwork soldier down here.
Does the void really look like that?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what that looks like. Why is there like a random trunk of goods here? Well, we can definitely get across the floor to the whale oil tank. I feel fairly confident of that. Director's office, security administration. I mean, call me crazy. I kind of just want to Ocean's 11 my way across this floor and snatch everything. We really ought to go to the security director's office, I suppose. Alright, alright. Let's start here. We'll go to the bank director's office, then we'll go down to security, and then we'll come back down to the vaults. Because obviously, in addition to the knife, I want to get everything else. Where does this go? Is this like roof access? Because I am always looking for another way out as well. Vault maintenance. Okay, the mechanism that allows it to be moved up and down, I guess. Alright. It's blocked, but I'm sure we'll figure out a way up there. Actually, the way up there might be to climb on top of the elevator. And then, can we, like... Yep. Easy. It doesn't look like there's a lot in here of note, unfortunately. Don't take the vault decoupling lever from the vault maintenance area. None of you need it. The braking hatches on the vault are locked for a reason. Michaels has a master key, but I better not hear that one of you louts asked her for it. That key also unlocks the main vault, which none of you have security clearance for. If it happens again, I'm docking coin from everyone. Alright.
If I can find the maintenance lever, I could take the entire vault off the track. Could be a way.
Yep, I saw it. I saw it, and I would like you all to know that I backpedaled half a step before it electrocuted me. That's embarrassing. You know what the problem is? It was hanging from the ceiling. That's just a dirty pool right there. I'm very accustomed to problems that are attached to the floor. Problems that are attached to the ceiling are another kettle of fish entirely.
If I can find the maintenance lever, I could take the entire vault off the track. Could be a way to get to it. A loud way. This could work.
Let's see here. Okay. So if I could go around this, through this little maintenance tunnel, we just have to keep displacing to places where there's no direct line of effect between me and the pillar. Easy. See, it takes a second to spin up. So we just need to drop over here. Nope, no, no. Okay. The smoothest heist in Karnaka's history. The investigators are going to be wondering about this for years. Probably because they don't expect anybody to rob their bank using magic. Danger. High voltage. Well... a letter from Jindosh himself. My compliments on the board's wisdom in purchasing my exclusive invention, the Suspended Vault. My servants will assist your workers with the installation of the vault, as its complexity no doubt surpasses their limited mechanical experience. However, the bank will be responsible for maintaining its perfection in the future. If someone is foolish enough to disengage all 4 brake couplings at once, the vault will plummet down the shaft to its destruction. To avoid such a disaster, remove the coupling lever and stow it somewhere safe from all idiots. Barring major catastrophes, my vault will function seamlessly for centuries. I don't believe
could
that.
get that vault moving with a little maintenance.
I don't really think I want to do that way. I want to get into the vault and steal everything and leave it in place. I think that's the cooler crime, and really, isn't that kind of what we're all about here? Oh, I should unlatch this door, just in case I need to get back in. I can make things a little easier on myself. Alright. Let's go have a look around the 3rd floor. Definitely hearing something electrical in there. Let's just take a quick peek. Okay, there's an alarm system. A public address microphone with the codes.
I'm here to steal all your secrets, Dolores.
Is she in there? Or am I just talking to her office? I can't see anything with all this bloom. Okay. So the public address speaker would be a good way of doing things if I hadn't knocked everybody out. I'm a little nervous about that robot seeing me through the door. I'm trying not to get right in front of the doorway. I do want to see what's on this note, though. Guards. Don't summon Director Michaels over the PA system without an authorization code. You know she's a stickler for proper protocol. If you can't remember the codes, find me. I carry the code list with me for safekeeping. Safekeeping? Yeah, okay. So this is not super relevant to what we're doing since we knocked everybody out. Let's do this quick here. Oh, it's just a bathroom. It's a bathroom with nothing of interest in it. Wait. Aha! A very small amount of money. Clockwork Sentinel's little light bathroom reading. Is there another way in here? That's one of those doors that I reckon somebody would notice if it was open. Oh, okay, this is the same. I assumed that this hallway would lead out into like an antechamber, and then there would be a door between that and the proper room. Oh.
I hate these things. Why are they smiling?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the new half face. It's creepy. That thing's deactivated. Okay. I've resolved our little problem. The pharmacist has gone where he'll trouble us no more. Unfortunately, he left behind a bloody mess. The documents he stole from you are still missing. I've ransacked his home and shop, but found nothing. I even went to his dreary little artist's garret, but the documents weren't buried in that jumble either. Rumor at the Spectre says Cienfuegos sent an archive to someone at the Royal Conservatory. What do you bet that the archive contains your documents? I leave the task of retrieving it in your capable hands. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Stolen documents. Oh, wow. That's just straight gold. Okay. Well, first copy down the address. Okay. So that's the very high-paying mission done. We've read that already. I know it's deactivated, but I'm not going to stop feeling nervous until we're out of here. And who knows what turns it on. I've discovered a way to open Jindosh's private safe in the vault. I had concentrated on opening only his box number 1, but that approach was misguided. Nowhere near clever enough for the grand inventor's diabolical intellect. If my suspicions are correct, entering the correct 15-digit code into each safe will open all the security boxes at once, including Jindosh's. Then you may empty it for use by other clients. Come by my workroom so I can show you my progress with the code. Mrs. Campos moved me to the top floor of the lobby by the stairs. The correct 15-digit code. Okay. Hey.
I need that.
Oh, hey, she's got one of these too. Her own little piece of the void.
What is that thing? It looks familiar, but I've never seen anything like it.
Well, that's a little concerning. I think the bone charm is behind that painting, so there's probably a mechanism somewhere here. I guess it's probably the button behind the desk. I was a little nervous to press it because I thought it might be the security button that turns on the robot. Ruminations on an Intellectual Life. The 28th day of the month of high cold, the most important day of my life. Here he goes again. This is the day that he met Anton Sokolov. It was after high table, when we professors retired to our common room. Between tastings of wine and Morlean cheeses, we discussed our work. I had recently returned to the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a lecturer, speaking on the various blood-borne diseases transmitted by Sarkonan fauna. It was well into the evening that Anton Sokolov himself appeared. He preferred to dine alone, and so I had not yet encountered him during my residence. The man was followed by the stink of brandy, as he often was. But when he spotted me, he swept his arms wide and bellowed, "Galvani, come here, come here!" The great man himself beckoned me to join him. Though disheveled by drink, he had not yet shed the embroidered gown of his high office as the Academy's head. The gold needlework glimmered, depicting celestial patterns in the night sky. I was enchanted. He poured me a glass of Tivian red and thrust it into my hands. What followed was undoubtedly the most stimulating conversation of my life. This dude loves Anton Sokolov. 28th day of the month of High Cold. Okay. I don't know which month that is, but we've seen a whole bunch of calendars, and I'm sure we'll see more. Month of High Cold, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, just keep your eye out for a calendar, and we'll get this sorted. But I don't know what this is for. Alright, I'm gonna go press that button behind the desk, and if it wakes up the robot, I guess we'll die. I'm gonna try, I'll shock it. If this wakes up the robot, I'll shock it, and we'll see if that helps.
Dolores Michaels likes to keep all her secrets where she can see them.
If I was gonna have a big red obvious button behind my desk, it would be a button that totally screws with people who press it, who are not me, you know? But I guess that's why I'm not running a giant bank. Semblance can be used to briefly blind enemies in combat. Ooh. That's actually pretty cool, and it would potentially give us a way to... Why do I even have this thing? I don't want to hit people with my sword. Yeah, that'll potentially give us a way to knock out enemies in combat. We just semblance them, blind them, and then when they're blinded, choke them out.
A mining camp in...
Hold on, we'll get back to her line in just a moment. Dolores Michaels, know that your dedication has not gone unnoticed. We have conferred and agree that you will be among the next selected to join us in our seclusion and communion. It would be wise to begin whatever preparations are necessary to divest yourself of your attachments in Karnaca. The possessions and connections you have in this life will not be permitted here. We will contact you again in due course. Enclosed with this letter are several documents. I entrust them to your care. Study them with devotion and protect them with your life. Oh.
The mountain. But it's not right. It's been changed by the void. It doesn't exist. Or shouldn't.
So the documents that Cienfuegos stole from her might have been important eyeless cult documents. 10th day, month of Timber. Another day of smiling at these wealthy fools and taking their treasures. I wonder how they'd feel if they knew their shabby little family heirlooms don't interest me. No, I seek a far greater prize, a jewel of immeasurable worth. Immortality. From the moment I first learned of the cult's great secret, I knew I must have it. Everything I once valued, wealth, power, influence, it all faded to insignificance. What material possession can compare to eternal life? And if having it means I must live in some filthy mine, worshipping black stones with gullible fools, then so be it. A small price to pay for such rich reward. To stare down the unblinking eye of time itself, to laugh down the centuries as the wealth of the Isles falls to dust around me, that is the only treasure worth having. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the mess Cienfuegos created. Outsider, take that traitor. The cult can never know that he stole the documents they entrusted to me. If the information about their secret void entrance fell into the wrong hands, it would destroy everything. My plans would be ruined. No, I won't let that happen. Those oracular sisters have closed off the Royal Conservatory, but that's a minor obstacle. As I know well, there's always a way past the most secure defenses. I just need to think of it.
Good. I have the vault key. What else is she hiding? They know a way into the void. Cienfuegos sent eyeless documents to the Royal Conservatory. I need to find out what he knew. The conservatory is my next step.
Okay, so we could pull the vault up to here, right? I think that's got to be the plan. But also, we're going to rob the archives and lockboxes level. Let's drop down to security and admin. See what there is to take there. hear another arc pylon. I think. I guess I could just be taking the stairs. I don't necessarily need to always use the elevator. Alright, well. There's a grate for us to shove our spirit form through. Let's just take a look around here first. Alright, so we're on the inside of the latch. Let's go and open that door. In case we need to get through it later. Oh, we're upstairs. Oh, the sound I'm hearing is that alarm that I hacked. It's directly below me. Okay. So is there anything really of value worth going after here? There's a guard. There's a thing I could steal. Ah, the controls. Oh, we're running out of time. Okay. So this way, beyond that door, there's a security floor, and then the controls for the vault, I think. So, let's, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my void energy to refresh. Then once we're full, we'll pop our spirit through there and see what I can do. So we're on the secure side, right? There's no security between the elevator and the, director's office. So we're past the security choke points, which means this door probably is just operated by this button, right? Probably.
Hey, wake up. I need you to let me in.
Uh-oh. Outsider's eyes. If Pena caught me sleeping on the job, he'd make me run the shock walk.
Well, that's not what I wanted.
Code, please?
Oh, I need to find it.
At least I'm not the only one screwing up today. Check in with Chief Pena. He's in the archives running an inspection. Just, don't tell him about my lapse of attention.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to back it up to the last... Actually, I just hit F9. But actually what I probably want is the last autosave, not the last quick save. We can totally do this without waking anybody up. I'm sure of it. And I want to. I think it would be really cool if we did. Oh no, this is right. Okay. Let's jam ourselves through here. And see if there's a way, in fact, to do this. So this room has... this room's latched from the inside. Maybe we do have to wake this guy up. It's not ideal. Alright, well we gotta find Pena before we can interact with that. So do we know where Pena is? We know his name. We've seen it a couple of times. We know he holds the list of codes and stuff, but also there's a room on this floor that we can't access. And it might not be an actual area on the map in the game because there's no way to I can't see anything in there through the wall. So it's probably not an actual game space. Let's head over here and see if there's a way into the trap floor area. Man, I could have just jumped up here right away when I got into this room. I can't believe I didn't notice that. I guess it really is true that nobody ever looks up. Okay. It's fairly dark over here. Where's that pearl fan? Oh, I thought I saw... The problem with the, Problem with the crosshair indicator when you're in out-of-body mode is that it sees things that are really far away as though they are really close. So honestly, it might have been that I was looking through the table and seeing a pearl fan that's like on that desk down there. Alright, so there's no way into the vault control center except by talking that dude into letting us in, right? I can't jam my spirit body through the little windows or anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, that's a good security system. Well done. Alright, so we're gonna have to find the unconscious Mr. Pena and steal his list of codes. And it's looking more and more to me like there isn't really a connection between the mission we're doing and the lockbox level. So let's just go down there and steal everything. We'll figure out the twin-bladed knife stuff in due time. Alright. So, obviously, little objects are here so that we will have a way across the floor. We might be able to just foresight and then get a displace marker down over here, but also it might be too far. Let's put it right there. Yeah, it's too far. Okay, we could get off of the floor over there. Don't think I'm going to be able to stand on that light fixture. Yeah, probably what we will have to do is go into the authorized personnel. Oh, no, wait. That's something. What? I'm pretty sure that the marker was showing that it was above that that little box, wasn't it? Whatever. We can do that in a more certain way by just jumping over to the other open window. There was another open window down the chamber a little bit. Oops, that's not what I want. Yeah, see, we can just jump over to here. Actually, this is interesting. We can probably stealthily disable that robot, and it might be wise to do so. Let's just turn the floor off rather than rewiring it. Uh-oh. Huh.
At least the director's clockwork sentinels run their protocols on schedule.
Who is this guy? That's Pena. I bet. Oh, it retroactively ruined my quest. Well, it is him. Okay. So there's a good reason not to turn stuff off, as I've discussed several times already this episode. And yet, here we are, with me just turning stuff off for no reason. We can get around the room. We don't even need to turn the floor off. I wanted to feel more secure, but it's it's not exactly the same as getting in and out without anybody noticing. Alright, let's try to get eyes on Mr. Pena. Oh, he's unconscious. Turning off the floor maybe made the robot make a noise that woke him up? I doubt he woke up because of the noise of me turning off the floor. There really wasn't much of a noise. Alright. I don't think I got the code list. I'm pretty sure I just stole his other miscellaneous crap here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay.
This is what I needed.
Let's see what else is down here, because the lockboxes are down here. We gotta find those. Maybe they're on the other side, actually. Was there a way across this room? It's over here. Ah! I wonder if we could disable the robot silently. What if I... Oh. I was trying to jump up onto the walkway there. I got myself stuck. I'm gonna try disabling this robot. Because I would really like it if we could do this at our leisure without having to worry about this thing ruin our plans.
Sentinel will now scout the area and register at
Nope.
Please stand
Okay.
clear.
There's a drop, like, there's a single attack assassination thing in Dishonored 2 that you can do to the robots. It looks like either Billy doesn't have it, or I didn't do it fast enough after landing or something. Maybe we're just gonna have to live with this thing walking around while we're trying to steal stuff. It's not my favorite plan. Okay. So these are just loose holding boxes.
Starting a commercial venture? Michaels and Associates can help.
Man, I would hate it if I had to work around one of these things constantly advertising for my company to me. Ooh, a calendar. Month of high cold is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Michaels and Associates offers the
7/28.
best security in the aisles. Electrified floors, trained guards, clockwork sentinels, and the jewel in our crown, the elevator vault. New clients will receive unlimited drafts on their primary Michaels account and a set of Sevilla cookie knives.
How did rat liquor become so very, very popular? There's nothing worth stealing in here.
Bank wishes you a profitable day.
Wait, that's a hook mine. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Alright. That's right, I do want to steal this painting as well. And then, I suppose let's drop down here and see. Nope, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing here. Ow. Uh-oh. Come on, get up there. There we go.
Make arrangements with Director Michaels for a private security box. Reservations are limited.
I actually am kind of in an awkward spot here. Can I get up onto the... There we go. So this room doesn't have a lot of spare stuff in it. Okay. Nope, there's no windows on the other side. Alright. I guess all of the lockboxes are in the vault. I'm kind of surprised that there aren't, like, multiple security levels of lockbox. But I guess they do have those, like, those open deposit boxes. And see, it says lockboxes right on it. But it's just, like, just empty trays. Or, just open trays, no locks. Did I miss something really obvious? I guess we'll go check one more time. Oh, lockboxes because there's vault access down here. But we'll operate the vault up in Director Michaels' office, not down here. Okay, this will be fine. So we're gonna have to wake up that guy. Unfortunately, I was really hoping to be able to pull this off in complete secrecy, but I guess there's no way to. So hold on. It probably isn't going to make me actually remember the alarm code or the appropriate code. It's probably going to let me just pick, you know, enter security office. But just in case, it's B15D. Yeah. Okay. And if you don't knock everybody out, you can give an emergency evacuation command and people will bail. Okay. B15D.
Hey, wake up. I need you to let me in.
Outsider's eyes. If Pena caught me sleeping on the job, he'd make me run the shop alarm. May I have the code, please?
It's B15D.
Okay.
Now let me in.
Okay. Come on in. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Chief Pena about my attention lapse.
I figured they wouldn't actually make me do
Everyone
it
gives
myself.
me a hard time about the codes. I don't make the rules.
Okay. So we're gonna have to deactivate the floor here. I mean, at this point, we've already explored the whole place. So this security panel just runs to the...
We wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah. Just runs the alarm. This is not the control for the electrified floor. Alright. So there's a cable. Oh no, that's not a cable, that's just decorative flooring. Okay. Where is this floor controlled from? Huh. Well, it doesn't actually seem to... Maybe we're intended to just go over it? Hop from desk to desk like you're playing Hot Lava? That's fine, we can do that. Okay, well honestly, this has already been pretty lucrative. Man, we should take these helmets. Think of how much armor we could have. Just stack them all up. Okay, this room doesn't have an electrified floor. Maybe we can go all the way around. Maybe we don't have to go over the electric floor at all. Because, right, we would be able to warp through here to a displace marker. If we had one down, I think. So can we get into that room? We can. Probably want to do this in a way that doesn't involve me landing on top of that woman. Okay, is this the electric floor? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Didn't I learn anything? Let's not pull that yet. I guess there's nobody walking around up here. Yeah, I suppose I can. Oh, there's a... Ah, where does this come out? Oh, way back over here. Okay. That's interesting. So there's a lot of different ways to get through here. Yeah, alright. There's nobody out. There's nobody in this area. I'm just going to pull this. Huh. Ooh, a variety of fancy swords. I can't take any of those? Come on, those have got to sell. Well, alright. See, I was thinking, it's possible we could have just, like, jumped from furniture piece to furniture piece and gotten around the floor. Well, that's just an accident waiting to happen. Calendars all over the place, so just in case you miss a bunch of them, you can still solve the mystery. Oh, nothing worth stealing. Okay, so let's move the vault up to Director Michaels' office, and... Oh, that's loud.
Why is the vault moving? What's going on?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We might have to go and silence our security pal.
Stay right there. Security wants a word with you. Security to the Vault Control Room. Security to Vault Control. Please investigate suspicious activity.
Yeah.
Security to the vault. Repeat, security to the vault. Property.
Okay, hold on. We can deal with that guy. I don't usually do this, let's reload and get it perfect thing. I kind of like the chaos. But in this case, I really want to have the chance to solve the vault in peace. I'm very curious about where this is all going. There's probably an autosave that's, yeah, quite a bit more recent than that last quick save. There we go. Okay, so we'll get the vault up to the director's office, but we got to take out the security guy first. I guess I should have realized that. It shouldn't be a problem, right? Oh, that's a little bit too late. So that ventilation duct that I was able to spear it through, did that put me out in the security room? No, it dropped me back in the area with the alarm. So we're going to have to figure out a way into the security room ourselves. Can I unlatch this? I can open it. Okay. Again, just making things easier for myself later, potentially. Alright. Let's go have a word with our friend in the security office. How are we going to do that?
How long left on my shift? Ugh. Boy, take it. Time's dragging today.
Is this... I can't tell if this is glass or if it's... I think we might just be able to shoot through it.
I should
I'm
show
gonna
the new guard around
try to just
later.
tap this guy.
I'll bet she never saw anything like that Jindosh vault back in Morley.
Yep, it's glass. Okay, so how are we going to get in there? We could give him a code via the microphone, make him come out. potentially. But we want it to be quiet, right? We wanna not wake up everybody. Let's come around this side. Yeah, there's no way through here. That's where the vent comes out. So right now the vault is hanging in the middle of the room. We need it to go either up or down for us to access it. And it doesn't especially matter which way. But presumably, he's going to freak out if it moves at all. Anybody trying to make the vault accessible?
Michaels and Associates can help.
There's a bone charm nearby, huh? Let's see here. See one. Is it? Okay, it's referring to a bone charm that's inside the vault. Yeah, that's fine. That's expected. Did we have a security code for telling the security guy that it's... Do we have a code that's relevant in this situation? All clear. Oh, okay. We just hit the button and then give him the all clear? Maybe? Tell him it's okay?
Why is the vault moving? What's going on?
Everything is fine. Just testing the mechanism.
That wasn't scheduled. Nobody tells me anything. All right.
Oh. That was remarkably easy. He didn't want a code or anything. These people are just asking to be robbed, frankly. I guess I didn't really need to come back this way. In fact, let's not walk back past him. Just in case we've aroused his suspicions a little bit. We'll go around this way. Okay, and back up to the director's office. I guess we don't need to take the elevator. All right.
Two locks. This has to be the one.
Okay, so, hold on a second. Before we do anything, we were told that the correct 15-digit code would unlock everything, right? Nowhere near clever enough for the grand inventor's diabolical intellect. If my suspicions are correct, entering the correct 15-digit code into each safe will open all the security boxes at once, including Jindosh's. Then you may empty it for use by other clients. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they were. They just wanted their box back, right? It wasn't that they wanted to take all of Jindosh's probably valuable stuff after his death. Okay, please come by my workroom so I can show you my progress with the code. And we found a workroom with code progress that suggested just that it was the Fibonacci sequence. I'm just going to put the Fibonacci sequence in, 15 digits of Fibonacci sequence, and we'll see. I guess I don't really know which one's which, or which one's box number 1. Okay, no, they have huge numbers on them. Never mind. So, 011 2 3 5. And by the way, if you're not a maths person and you're not familiar with the Fibonacci sequence, it's just a sequence where each, it starts either 0, 1, or 1, 1, and then each subsequent number is just the sum of the two previous numbers. So 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. Alright, and then 5 plus 8 is 13. And then 8 plus 13 is 21. And then 13 plus 21 is 34. And 21 plus 34 is 55. Let's see if it's really that easy. Doesn't seem to be. Alright. I'm a little concerned that when we pop this thing, something crazy is gonna happen. So is there... Let's look at our notes again. We took the notes from that guy's room quite some time ago. Okay, not all the digits in the combinations are prime numbers, each number generated by the numbers before it. I must join up all the safe combinations into one long sequence, but skip the safe locked with a double set of keys. It disrupts Jindosh's sequence. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Are they saying just skip it, or do I act as though it's in the sequence? Right, because we could go 8 plus 31, 8 plus 13 is 21. Like, the 213 could be effectively on this door, meaning that we should go 4, 5, 5. No, this is nicely sequenced because it ends at the end of a number. If we were to treat this as though it was the 213, then here we would have 455, and then the next number would be 34 plus 45 is 89, and then the next number would be just the first digit of the next term in the sequence, which doesn't seem right. Maybe it was the version of the sequence that starts with 1? I thought I remembered it having a 0. I suppose we could just go check. It's not actually that hard to get back there. But we may as well try it. I thought it was the version that starts with 0, but let's go 112. Although I guess this is going to have the same problem, isn't it, where it ends the sequence ends in the middle of a term. I thought it fit rather nicely. So let's hold on. Did I just like do some bad adding somewhere and get it wrong? No. Hold on. Wait a second. See, when I set it to the 1, it does makes a noise that seems significant, but it sure as hell didn't open. Well, we could open them individually with their codes if we have them all. Do I actually know? That's not what I want. I know some of the codes. Oh, but I bet there's no way into Jindosh's without doing this. We could just send the vault through the floor and smash it open. But I'm trying to be sneaky here. Well, you know what? We've just hit the hour. I'm gonna call it here. I'll go back and look at that room off camera and see if I've got the sequence starting value wrong or something. And that'll be it for today. And when you guys come back, I swear to you, I will have these open. And we'll see you then.